Hello everyone, how are we doing? Hope we're doing well today. Got me Mr. Flynn back at it again. Last two again we do it. You know what, Miniko? I cannot wait to see how you get on today at USA, if I can get my words out today, as I am a little bit tired. It's currently almost 1 o'clock in the morning here in the UK, so my words might be like a tongue twister, but yes, Miniko, we'll see how you do today with a last first challenge. What is it to talk about? Well, of course, we had Hungary 2 weeks ago, I believe, at Budapest. Unfortunately, I had to miss that race as I was actually... No, I didn't miss... Was it that race I missed? Or was it Monza I missed? I'm trying to think now. I think it was Monza I missed because I don't remember doing it. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I did miss Monza, which was last week, as I wasn't feeling too well. I'm not feeling as better, but I'm feeling much better as I did last week. But I'm still a little bit sick, as you could probably tell, because I probably sound a little bit different than usual. But yeah, unfortunately, I did miss round number 7, which was Italy Monza for Tier 1. But I heard from some of the drivers that some people hit quite a few curbs, I'll say, and sent their car to Mars or something. So yeah, it was interesting to catch up on the Tier 1 chat, I must say. But anyways, we return to round 7 today of the United States, known as COTA, known also as Austin. And yeah, round number 7 today. Are we going to see any highly chance of rain? It's going to be an interesting one if I tell you that, because normally COTA is known for no rain, but we could expect some rain. So we'll just sit tight and see what happens. But as we're talking about Austin today, if you do not know, it has a total of 20 turns. It's already off to a great start, even with this track overview. Great start, Mr. Flynn. Potato, how you doing? Hello, welcome on in. But yeah, like I was saying, 20 turns in total. You've got around about, obviously you've got 3 sectors, you've got 2 DRS detection zones. Obviously your first DRS detection zone is on to the approach of turn 11 and then closes up on turn number 12. Also, you have the first massive back straight. And then you have the tricky Sector 3 section. Now, that one's going to be quite an interesting one to watch because Tier 3 yesterday, if you guys were watching that one, we had a few drivers spinning there. Not me, luckily, which was good, Kappa. But yeah, I had a little bit of a spin on Sector 2 on turn 11 down to turn 12. That was a little bit interesting, but we'll talk about that later if we get back on that topic. Anyways then, so Sector 3... yes, we'll probably see a few spinnelas there. Then you have Sector 1, the little tricky S section there. We might see maybe an odd spin or two there, as if you take too much curb on some of them, you can actually go spinning. And yeah, it's not ideal. Or you could exceed track limits, which would also not be ideal if you get hit and slapped dunked with a 3-second tyre penalty, as some of the drivers at Tier 3 yesterday expected. So yeah, not ideal. Yeah, to be honest, that's pretty much it with the track overview. We're just currently waiting now to run away and have fun and have a good race today with Tier 1 today. And we've got a few Tier 2 drivers in, I believe. We've got Miniko in here. Miniko is going to be, I would say, in the Red Bull, and he is as well. And then you've got, I want to say you got Potato in today. No, we haven't. So Potato's not in, which is... quite an interesting one. But Potato, good luck with your practice. And if you want some good news, guys, some of you might know that I do, or used to do Tier 2 of BRL. But fortunately, I couldn't do those commitments anymore, as I got busy with IRL things and the job and everything. But if you want some good news, if you guys are interesting, I will be there for Tier 2 tonight, joined by Haz. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. So I'll be there doing... Tier 2 comms tonight, which would be quite interesting and quite fun as well. But yeah, anyways then, no, we have got Potato. Never mind, I was probably needing my glasses, even though I don't have glasses, but I might need to get some. So he's in the Aston Martin today, so he's not in the Alpine, which is quite interesting from Potato right there. So yeah, very interesting one. But no, like I said, everyone in the lobby now. We're going to go in a couple of seconds or moments time. And... yeah, but if you have any questions or anything you want to ask me, then feel free to. I know, right? Dub indeed, Minico. Poggers in the chat. Oh, Minico. Whilst you're here, you probably want to know what happened on what was it? On the exit of turn 11 down to turn 12 of the collision with me and Gary. Now, it was a bit of an interesting one. Unfortunately, I don't have a clip myself because my recorder Alt F4'd itself on my PS5, which is quite annoying. Basically, I say that, but I might have a replay of it from yesterday's race, so bear with it. I might have a look later on. But if you want to know, basically, on the rundown, on the massive back straight, I had my DRS closed, obviously, and Gary had his DRS wide open. And the thing is, Gary went to overtake me on the left-hand side, down to turn 12. And as I was... What's the name? What should I call it? As I was defending from Gary, I was going to the left to like force him wide, and then like go around the outside down to turn 13 and 14. But as I was moving to the left onto Richard 12, I think we both touched, but it wasn't like heavy touch. It was like a light tap. But as we touched, my game lagged, his end lagged, and it kind of just sent us in a spin. Yes, we hit the barriers, but somehow you could check my replay and check Gary's replay. We got no damage. There was no front wing damage or anything. It's just a case of we hit wheels ever so slightly, which was fine. We tapped. That was it. Nothing happened. All of a sudden we lagged and we were spinning. And then, yeah, so it was an interesting collision, to be honest. But hopefully we don't expect that in Tier 1 tonight. But you never know. We always love EA games, you know. Codemasters and EA, God, they're great guys. Anyways, then we are loading into the lobby. So why not then? Let's move over to the wonderful screen, and I will remove this music that is currently in my ears and stop it then. But yeah, there we go. We've got the massive, lovely and wonderful BRL logo down in the bottom left with obviously saying round 7, United States, Austin. But yes, very, very excited. Let's have a good one today, shall we, guys? Interesting, Bo. Flinch doing in-car commentary. What, so you mean something like me racing and trying to do comms at the same time? That'd be a task in a hand, that would be. Quite interesting. Oh, okay. It was odd place for that to happen, so I was just done for. I know, right, Minico? I know, right? Yeah. Such a great game. It's a good game, to be honest, but EA shouldn't be a part of it. But yeah, that was an interesting collision. If I can find the clip on my end, which I'll have a look after I've done tier 1, if I've got time before I go to tier 2, and I'll have a look. Anyways then, enough about that. I'm going to get all set up and get the telemetry on, the lap data, and the little map thing, and get rid of the IU or UI thing. And yeah, I'm going to do an installation lap on hard and then just retire, lol. I mean, Minico, you do what you do. I mean, if you think about it, because your pace is somehow so poggers in the couple of races in Tier 1, I think you'll do fine. And that is bugging me a little, guys. I am actually just going to quickly just fix the image quickly, so just bear with, because that seems a little bit too big. So we're going to go like there, just so you guys can obviously see the telemetry, and it's obviously irritating me as it was overlapping it a bit. But enough about that. We've got cars on the track. We've got Potato. Not in the Alpine in Tier 1. Obviously in Tier 2 he does drive for the Alpine team, but he's reserving today, and he's in the Aston Martin. So, to be quite honest with myself, it's quite weird seeing a Potato in an Aston Martin and not a blue car. Lexi, hello, how you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. And Potato's game must have crashed because he has left the session. So that is not ideal for Potato, as he's in the garage. Interesting. Anyways, then we have VSR Jack now. He's on an outlap. Same with the other drivers like Bio, Merc, Goose Slayer, MV, ERS, and then the wonderful Minico who's on the hard tyres. If you're wondering why is Minico on the hards, Minico's on the hards for 2 specific reasons. Number 1, he likes to retire and start from the back of the grid. And for him, it's just practice, but let's see how he does. And basically, he's going to do 1 installation lap on the hards, and it might be a good lap as we've had a spin. Was it a spin? I think it was. I think it was from the Red Bull behind on Bio, which is not ideal. He's had his first spin in qualifying so far. And that is down like turns 13 and 14. Oh, Potato's having wheel issues. That is not ideal. SMH. We've got to blame EA for that, you know. But we've got Minico back into the pit lane. He's done his installation lap, so he's probably just going to go into the pits and retire. But whilst we're speaking of a few drivers out on a lap, let's have a look then, shall we? We've got our first man on the track saying the first lap here at the United States of America. It is ERS. And he's currently in sector 2 right now. I would say riding on board with him so far, not a bad first couple of turns. Obviously down to this tricky left-hander now in turn 11. How does he do here? You know what? He hits the exit curb and apex pretty nicely. Now, obviously, the wing here is going to be wide open on to the approach down to turn number 12. What a wonderful and amazing number. Minico, that was a wonderful lap to watch. And no spins, which is quite good. And yeah, if you guys didn't know, on that exit curb behind you, you can actually take quite a lot of it. So why not? In turn 12, take a little bit more of that corner. And yeah, you won't get a warning, but don't go too far. Well, you will get a warning, if you get what I mean. Because, yeah, that could be quite ideal. But just make sure you don't compromise your exit like I did and almost spun, which was not ideal. But anyways then, on board with the Ferrari driver now, currently in sector 3, coming up to the final couple of corners now. And I must say, approaching turn, never mind, he's in the pit lane. So he's had a moment somewhere and he wasn't happy with his lap he did. So it's going to be Darth up to the line. He does a 1:33.9. Now, if I remember yesterday from tier 3, we're going to see some laps obviously in the 1:34s and the 1:33s. But I'm looking for 1:33s to be honest, it's tier 1. So we could see, as we've got the McLaren of era up to the line. He's done a 1:33.8. There are some drivers on that lap and some drivers going into the pits. So some drivers not happy with their lap times. Ritzy's up to line. He's going to put in P5 for now with a 1:42.3. So he's definitely had a massive moment somewhere, which I'll tell you what now. That is not really ideal for the Alfa Romeo driver, as MV Woo, lovely name, is up to the line. It's a 1:35.2 at this moment of time. We've got the Williams driver of Ferrari Nuts. I think that's how you pronounce the name. It is as well, which is good. He's done a 1:51.7. So obviously he's had a moment somewhere too. And yeah, some drivers struggling, some drivers not, which is quite interesting to watch actually. So yeah, let's see how they get on, as many more drivers are going to be crossing the line. For example, Goose Slayer, sorry. He crossed the line earlier to do a 1:34.6. And then Merck as well, he crossed the line to do a 1:34.4. But yeah, he's currently invalidated, but he's already done laps, so that's fine. He can go back to the pit lane, get a fresh set of tyres on. Bish, bash, bosh. Everyone is having a good time. Anyways then, Potato, currently invalidated and has spun as well. So he's the second driver, I believe, to spin here in qualifying. Down in turn number 13 and 14, almost a territory symbol there, you could say. So he's invalidated, but he was on his outlap, so he'll be fine. We've got Mozzie then, who's also invalidated, but I believe he had finished his outlap, so he was on a lap here at the USA, which is not ideal for him. So hopefully he's turned the battery off and saved some fuel and is possibly going to go again, as his teammate Ritzy lets him go there. So we're going to ride on board with Mozzie and see what he does here. So have a look in just a moment's time. He is going to be going again. So you know what? Let's have an on board with Ritzy's teammate of Mozzie and see how he gets on. So riding on board with him then, the Alfa Romeo, looking amazing today and absolutely stunning when the sun is setting here at the USA. Down to turn number 1. You want to get a good exit here, not compromise it, which he had a little bit of hesitation. Instead of going to the left of it, he did actually jolt to the right. So he probably almost turned in way too early, which is not ideal. But in the S section now, you want to take as much curb as you can. Well, not too much to invalidate your time, because that is obviously not ideal. Currently down in a couple of corners of like turn 8 and 9, and about to hit 10 as well. And yeah, not looking too bad. Hitting apexes, having a little bit of a moment though. And I think he does back off, and he does. And he lets his teammate fly by. So Ritzy as well could be on another push lap here, which I think he is. So we're going to go on this tremendous camera angle. Thank you so much, EA. Massive shout out to you. I want to look at this amazing rear view shot of this amazing suspension and tyre. Thank you. That's much better. Down to turn number 12 now. Obviously, you see Ritzy there taking a little bit more curb than other drivers are. Currently saying the fastest middle sector. Where is this one going to put him? Obviously, he's going to make up a lot of time here. He's done a 1:42.3. Now, looking at his time so far from this season, I know he can do much, much better than that. So, yeah, in Sector 3 now, the tricky part of the track. Currently down like turns 16, 17, 18, and now 19 as he approaches the final turn, which is turn number 20. And, yeah, let's see how he does here. So, up to the line. It's going to be a 1... It's a 1:35. 1 as he crosses the line to go P6. Never seen a driver do a 360 Jarno Otmir style quali lap and reverse up to the line. So that was awesome to see, but he has got front wing damage on his, I believe it is left flinglet that's gone. So that is not ideal for the Alfa Romeo. So he has to box very surely as once these yellow flags go, he's got around about 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on qualifying. So he's got plenty of time to go back into the pits, figure something out, and just crack on, really. And Minico, I'm glad you agree with me, because if you didn't, then, yeah, it would be interesting, you know. Anyways, then, we've got Bio, who's currently out on a lap here at the Circuits of America, then. So, yeah, here we go, then. Red Bull, not bad, as looks like a little bit of lag on my side, or the game being the game. But, yeah, so currently in Gear 5 right now, he's apparently setting the fastest first sector on, which he could be, or possibly not, as EA loves to lie about that, as the Red Bull coming over that uphill shot. That was absolutely awesome and stunning to see. Now down in turn number 11, where the DRS are open, wide open. And yeah, we'll see how he does here. So, DRS wide open, like I just said. And yeah, just some more beautiful shots here of this amazing track, which... my pace as well around the track isn't actually too bad, which is actually quite good. Anyways then, turn number 12 now. Now 14 and 14 and 13, sorry. Then 15, which is approaching right now. He has got a little bit of traffic up ahead though, so hopefully the Aston Martins, if he approaches them a little bit too shortly, then hopefully they will move out of the way. But I believe the Aston Martins are just about far enough away from the Red Bull, so the Red Bull shouldn't be affected by the dirty air, as one of them moves out the way. I don't know who it was. It must have been either... Oh no, it would have been VSR Jackers Potatoes currently in the pit lane. As Bio's up to the line, as he almost improves by a second, but he improves by half a second, and he's done a 1:34.3, which is not bad from the Red Bull driver. Obviously, I'd possibly guess there's more pace to see from him, so yeah, we'll come back to that in a bit. Anyways then. So, what other drivers are on a lap here? Let's have a look. We've got Era, who's currently started a lap. Supply Raptor has invalidated, so, yeah, that's not ideal for him. Mozzie, he's on an out lap. Roman, I think that's how you say that name. He's on a lap. He's going to be up to the line now. It's the 1:33.8, and he's currently the fastest Mercedes on the track. So, yeah, big shout out to Roman for putting in a mega lap there, as the Aston Martin of VSR Jack is looking to be on a quick one here, hopefully, as we're down to turn number 12 now, where DRS will now shut and has a little bit of a wiggle moment there, and Red Bull is ahead of him, which could be giving him a bit of dirty air, which is not ideal, but setting the fastest in Sector 2, as he had to have a little bit of a skirmish there, as the Red Bull of Bio, as Minico has retired from the session, so it wouldn't be Minico, definitely Bio, had a little bit of spin there, which unsettled the Aston Martin, but the Aston Martin's still pushing here, and he's going up to the line. This could be the fastest maybe, because it's looking to be a stunning lap. He's up to the line, and it is, you know, like I said, he is the first driver to be in a 1:32.8, and like I said as well, I'm expecting to see drivers in the 1:32.8, so that is a mega lap from Jack right there. Awesome to see, as I believe that was Era who was just up to line. It was, and I think he improved, so he's on a 1:33.3. That's totally not confusing and a little bit of a tongue twister to get used to. But, you know, we move on, we move on, we move on. As many, well, I say many, there are some drivers on a lap here. We've got Merck, who's on a outlap as, never mind, he's on a lap, I think he is, as we've got a terrible camera shot again. But no, he's on a in-lap as his DRS was closed, so that's not surprising because that's what drivers are looking to do. If not a lap, then why not open? Why press this button? There's no need. Anyways, then, Mr. MV Woo, loving that name, I must say. Probably my favourite name of the season so far for Tier 1. He's up to line. Where's this one going to put him? It's his second lap so far of the session, I believe, and he's done a 1:34.4. So, some drivers finding pace. And some drivers finding a little bit more, so that's not bad to see. As we had Supply Raptor, is that crossing the line? It was, you know. And he's just a mega lap, and that puts him P2 for 1:33.3. So that's a mega lap from the Mercedes there. So Mercedes seeming to have some sort of paces. They're currently the most, or you could say the two drivers that are higher than the rest of the grid so far. So they'll be scoring some decent points so far from the starting grid. Hopefully, if they can get a good start off the grid. Is Berry Sabini. Interesting. Never heard of that before, Bio. Caps, no worries. Why am I not last yet? You know what, Minico? That does slightly worry me, but I don't know. Maybe it's because Stig has not done a lap here. So I think Stig is on a lap in the McLaren. The mighty papaya McLaren that I like to call things here at BRL and everywhere else I do comms and stuff like that. The mighty McLaren papaya. Don't know why. I just like to say it. Don't know if it makes sense really, but you know what? I go with it because it's me. And I'm doing comms. I could do what I want, Kappa, you know. Minico, if you're watching, please no ban, Kappa. I will behave. Lol. Anyways then, getting a little bit sidetracked then. We've got Stig, who is almost up to the line. Where is this one going to put him? I want to say a 1:34. And it is. That puts him P number 10. And he does a 1:34.4. And there you go, Minico. You're now last. Happy now? There you go. Job done. Minico is officially last on the grid. Yep, you're last now. So happy days. Now, this is not ideal. MV Woo is currently blocked by his teammate of Stahl or CRS. We'll go CRS. So that would have lost him some time to get back in the pits as quick as he can, get his setup sorted and his fuel sorted and the tyres sorted. So with almost 2 minutes and I want to say almost 30 seconds to go, we're going to have the drivers soon come out the pit lane and do one more lap here and see how they get on. But for now, we sit tight and see what drivers are going to be out and about. So let's have a look through the grid. We've got Goose Slayer, who is currently on a outlap here. So we'll be seeing a lap from him. We've got Ferrari not into the pit lane. He could be not setting a lap because he won't have enough time. So he'll probably retire from this session. Ritzy as well, he's going to be on a lap. Never mind, we're right on board with him then. So he's improved by like 200s, I believe. So he's currently in the 1:34s or somewhereabouts there. And yeah, so down into turn number 12 now, which will come very, very shortly as we ride on board with this interesting first-person view, I must say. But it's not looking too bad. Turn number 12 now, and then 13 and 14. Not a bad entrance to that corner. The exit, not bad as well. He is improving by a lot. Almost a second he's improving by. So Ritzy showing some really good pace here as Goose Slayer has retired from the session. So maybe that means that he wasn't on a lap or he was on a lap and just didn't have no fuel. I don't know, but that's not ideal from the Haas car there. Anyways then, Ritzy is in Sector 3. Up to turn number 20 now as he parks the car and enters the car in the most amazing way you could put it. Up to the line. And it's a 1:32.9. Almost ever so close to Jack. Now, if we have a quick look as I pressed the wrong button, so GG's to that. If we have a look at the gap. So, have a look at the gap, right? I can't find it. Nah, the leader, sorry. That's what I meant to do. It's 0.071. That is the gap to P1 from P2. That is mega. That is like something you would see esports level, to be honest. So that is shocking, I will say. So Ritzy and Jack might get quite tasty later on for the race, as we have him moving out of the way for some drivers. That will be looking to cross the line very, very shortly. Mozzie on the medium tyre, not improving at all, so he's probably not going to improve in his time. As we have Potato as well, he's on the soft compound tyre, and he's not finished yet, so I think... Oh, he has finished, sorry, so he's done a 1:30.48. That's not bad from the Aston Martin driver there. Stickers in the pit lane, Mr. MV Woo. I don't think he's had enough time to get across the line. So, he has ended his qualifying session in P number 10. Right, Merc then, in the Haas. Where can this one put him? He's not far off his time now. So, we could possibly see an improvement from him. So, we're going to ride on board with the final couple of corners he's got to go. Or turns, as you would call them. I'm very vroom. Well, that's good to hear, Bio. Hopefully you have a good race, buddy. I'll be cheering you on as Red Bull, the #1 team, yes. Up to the line, and he goes P number 8. He gains one position, but he does a 1:34.034, almost in the 1:33, so not bad from the Haas car driver there. Bio, currently in P6 right now. Yeah, not too bad for him. A good starting position, I would say. Roman... He's P4. He won't be improving on his lap time. So, yeah. Once he crosses the line, that should end up qualifying, I believe. Yeah, because Moz is in the pit lane. Potato. He'll have to cross the line as well to end qualifying session. And once we do, that is your grid for the race. So, Minico will see on last on the hard compound of tyres, as he was doing an installation lap to make sure everything was... running perfectly as it should be. That's not bad, Bio. That's quite good, actually. So, GG's in that one. Not bad at all. But, yeah, as I was saying, both Mercedes, Supply wrapped up P3, Roman P4. That's not bad for Mercedes right there. Good point scoring today if they can keep those two positions and increase and improve up the field instead of going backwards. Both AlphaTauris as well, as I can see there. One's P6 and one's P10. That is actually not a bad result from AlphaTauri, so that's quite good there, I will say so myself. As we wait to see the rest of the grid to see what other teams are currently in the points. Also, so both Mercedes, both AlphaTauris. One of the Red Bulls are in the points, which is Bio, of course, Minico doing a last to first challenge as Jana Otmir standards, you know, we love to see that. One Alfa Romeo in the points, I believe. One McLaren in the points, and the other McLaren one position out of the points, which is Stig. That's not a bad result for McLaren right there. One Haas in P9, one Haas in P12. That's not bad either. So we'll see how we get on. You're surprised with P4? I mean, yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad, Heatwave. Haven't raced in a while. Damn. But I hope you do well. Hope you do well. You'll do stunning, Heatwave. You'll do stunning. I have faith in you, Kappa. I thought it was raining for a second, but it's actually clear. I say clear. It's looking a little bit cloudy out there. What's going on there, Kappa? Well, excuse me. I had to take a quick sip of my drink as I still can't speak, which is going well, you know. Right, with 20 seconds of not 20 seconds of qualifying. What am I on about? With 15 seconds now, and until the race has begun, it should be lights out, and away we go with no formation lap. I believe that's been turned off again because of some bugs or something. So yeah. We'll see. Will the lights go out, or will it do safety cast? Or not safety cast, will it do full motion? No, it isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's lights out. And away we go for BRL. Round 7 of the USA Grand Prix. And the Aston Martin then of VSR Jack. An amazing start there. Both Mercedes, or one Mercedes, is under pressure from Bio. And they're actually going to go wheel to wheel now into the tricky S section as Bio goes a little bit too wide. And both Mercedes keep hold of P4 and P3 right now. There is yellow flags. And that is Stig, who has had a spin in P number 18. And can I just say, right, Minico started in P18 and he's now up into P13. So this guy here started in P18 and is now P13. Minico, relax. Take a chill. Take a break. Take a chill pill. You know? What's going on? You got some incredible pace. Relax. Take a chill pill, like I said, you know. And it was then. Looking at the rest of the field, we're looking a little bit bunched up in P11 down to like or up to like P6, I would say. But yeah, not bad at all. CRS, I believe he started like down in like P number 10 or 11. Him gaining some positions. Wu as well, I believe he gained some positions as well. So not bad from both AlphaTauri drivers right there. But my biggest question and my biggest surprisement is Roman looking a little bit faster, obviously, than Supply Raptor, as he's on the hard tyres. But I must say, defending off the Red Bull on lap number 1 to lap 2, as VSR Jack sets the fastest lap time of a 1:38.1, as your predicted stop strategies are down below. Medium tyres to lap 13 to lap 17, and then he switched to the hard compound tyres, and see how you get on with that one. As we have an overtake by Merck, as I see right there, as we've got a rubbish camera angle, as he's going to wheel actually with Wu into the tricky S section now, and actually makes it past, and Wu losing out to that one. But of course Merck on the mediums, as Wu as well going wide, and his teammate going around the outside in turn number, I want to say 8, now 9, now number 10. Mr. Wu starting up in P6, dropping down to P number 8, and already under attack and under pressure from Darth in the Alpine on the medium tyres. And they're going to go wheel to wheel. Exit on turn 11. ERS battery switched right on, and that's Wu now down into P number 9. So it's not ideal for the AlphaTauri, as the McLaren as well gets past on the hard tyres. So, yeah, Wu not having the best of races so far, as the Williams or Ferrari not getting a little bit too close for comfort there. Almost wheel banging into turn number 12 whilst going to that little left-hander. Managed to keep it clean as Mr. Wu, or MV Wu, sorry, having a massive moment there. The back end just snapping, which is not ideal for him in this tricky right-hand now. So it's a little bit of contact as well. So either Wu lifting or having another moment. Now, that could be wing damage, but I'm not too sure with the Williams driver. Could we see anyone boxing? No. So the damage isn't severe, which is good to see. Looking elsewhere, though. Potato in P16 right now, so we'll see if he can make up any positions. Looking throughout the rest of the grid, we've got the Ferrari of ERS challenging the Red Bull of Minico right now. So Minico started P18, now in P number 12. He's on the hard compounded tyres. So right now for like, I want to say up to like lap number 10, people on the medium. So have a look at that now, whilst we have a flick at this little mini battle that just ended. So we'll go somewhere else. We'll see what else is going on up ahead, because we've not been up there lately. I mean, we've got Roman, who's on the back of Supply, and Supply is on the hard tyres. Roman's on the medium, so Roman's strategy not playing out right now, which is not ideal for him. So down to turn number 12. No position swaps, no move gains, no nothing. It's just a good old tussle, and both cars seem to be holding positions. But like I was saying, let's have a look at some of the detail here of position change. So let's have a look. So as we press the wrong buttons here, which is decent, That's what I love to see, you know? That's what people love to come and watch for. Having a position change, we see a lot of positions changing left, right, and centre as Merc has had a little bit of a spin in the tricky Sector 3 section. That's also Ferrari as well having a massive moment down in P16. Potato putting some pressure on Groggy, I believe he is as well. And Groggy is on the soft compounded tyre. Potato going for a little bit of a dive bomb to turn number 20. And the battery will switch on right now. And that's Groggy down to P14, which is not ideal for the Alpine driver right there. But position change-wise, the most gains out of some people is Minico right now. And I just realised, chat, lap 4, and Minico is now in the points. But he's got pressure from Wu behind, also on the hard tyres. So Minico, battery-wise, as I turned off the wrong thing as I forgot to enable it. So let's put that on. There we go. That will help us out more. So 79 battery percent for the Red Bull, and Wu is on 67. So Minico having the advantage of battery so far. As we look up the rest of the grid, and we've got Darth, who was attack with DRS and ERS switched on, ERS switched off, and closing the door on the AlphaTauri driver there, going a little bit aggressive into turn number 12 now, in the Sector 3 section, the trickiest part of the track. Goosey losing out to Groggy right there, or those two battling with the DRS that Goosey is very helpful of and gets the advantage of the first and massive back straight, which is obviously entrance to turn 11, and then finishes at the end of turn number 12. But no, currently right now, Darth up into P number 6, getting past the AlphaTauri, and now he sets eyes on the drivers up ahead. As we have the Red Bull of Bio, DRS wide open, Mercedes finished squabbling, probably switching positions or not wanting to fight too much, but as we see, Supply Raptor looking to stay behind, but he seems to be fighting this one, you know. So quite interesting from Raptor right there. If I was in his shoes right now, I would not be fighting this one. I would just chill behind, save the tyres a little bit longer, and then go longer, as that would make a little more sense. He has got a 3-second time penalty, and that will be for going a little bit too wide on the track, which is not ideal. As we have Ritzy then, he's got the DRS switched on, he's got the ERS switched off, however, so he could be looking for a move down to turn number 12. No, he's not. He's looking to stay behind and save the battery. Same with the Red Bull, not looking to make a move down into turn number 12. And then Sector 3 is all where the excitement is, as Wu down in P16. What's going on here? Has he had a moment somewhere, if anyone knows or seen? Because that means I've not realised, but Wu was up in P number like 10 and 9. Now he's gone, so he must have had a moment somewhere. And there's a bit of contact with a few drivers maybe, and that's Groggy rounds and another driver round. Was that Mr. Wu, that MV Wu that was round? I think it was. As Bogue is a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That's not ideal for the Red Bull driver right there. What else can we see? Well, we see a little bit of a battle with Stig and Slayer right now. Turn at number 20. Stig was looking for a little bit of a dive bombing opportunity there, but seizing not to make the move there, as he has the battery switched on, has the ERS switched on. Turn number 1, without locking up, makes it past there. And also Mozzie as well getting past Slayer. So a dive bomb maybe? Interesting. Elsewhere on the track, Minico P18 up to P9. Really good from the Red Bull driver right there. Very, very impressed. Era, however, in the McLaren P8 right now, looking to close up on the cars up ahead, which is Darth and Bio. But Bio right now is comfortably okay from behind, but it's just a case of keeping up with 4th and 3rd, both Mercs. So we'll see how he gets on with that one, as he had a little bit of a right or left lock up there into turn number 12, which is not ideal for the Red Bull driver right there. As I've just seen, VSR Jack has been overtaken by Ritzy, but Ritzy is on the medium compound tyres. It's gone for the aggressive strategy, but that's not ideal because, unfortunately, he's not lost DRS from the Aston Martin, but we're going to ride on board because I want to see if he's got the pace advantage with Jack here, if he's got the advantage in Sector 1. So we'll see how closely he can ride with the Alfa Romeo as we approach the tricky S section now. 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th couple of corners now. So here we go then. Turn number 7, 8 and 9 now approaching us. Yeah, he's managing to keep well within the car behind and we're within the track limits, of course. But no struggles there. Not even touching the battery, but Ritzy's been touching the battery quite a bit. He's on 54%. So, yeah, that's not ideal. It's groggy there. It's a little bit of a spin into turn number 16, possibly 17 as well. But the battery was switched on with the Aston Martin. He's now switched off. But as we approach turn number 12, he's was looking for a move. Then he's pulled right back into the rear wing of Ritzy there. But the Red Bull, I don't know if he's struggling with pace or if he's just saving tyres. All the tyres are dying off now. And the hards will start to come into play. Elsewhere, not really, no. Not much to see, not much to say, really. On lap number 7, yeah, not much going on right now, guys. Had a little bit more of my drink there because my voice box, absolutely dying. But right now, CRS on the back of the Alpine or Darth right now, and into turn number 1, not looking to making a overtaking opportunity there, as really no point to be honest, because yeah, why would he? You know, it can make the overtaking opportunity on the massive backstraight we have, you know. So yeah, no point making overtaking chances there, as Merc gets slapped right there with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, which was going too wide on the track. So if you don't know what that means, it basically means he's not keeping it on the track and is going wide, which is not ideal. But what I've just realised, Supply Raptor is currently in P4, right? On the hard tyres, his teammate has 48% of battery. He currently has none. And he's almost losing DRS to the car ahead. So that is not ideal for Supply Raptor. If Raptor falls backwards instead of going forwards, then he'll be having pressure from the Red Bull, which is not ideal. So I don't think Supply will be hoping for that right now. So he'll be hoping his teammate keeps lifting a little bit more than usual, just so he can get the battery advantage and stuff like that to keep ahead of the Red Bull, because I believe Roman's on the mediums, which he is. Bio's on the mediums, but the only driver that isn't on the mediums is Supply. So if Supply can keep behind his teammate and keep Bio behind, then he'll have a good shot of getting a good position here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Looking elsewhere though, rest of the grid right now, Era and P number 7 currently looking to make amends and get up into P6. The tricky yes section now. Not looking too bad there. Turn number 7 now, and 8 and 9. The McLaren just seemingly looking to have a lot more pace than Darth right now. But looking at battery-wise, Darth has the most battery out of this, but I believe Darth's on the medium tyres and Era is on the hards. So let's have a look at a straight line speed, shall we? The McLaren is gaining and gaining and gaining so much down to turn number 12. Hopefully no major lockups here, and there isn't. And that is the McLaren swiftly and safely up into P number 6. So as you can see, lap number 9 of the USA Grand Prix. And I must say, those mediums are starting to die off now. We're only catching up to lap number 10. So yes, buckle up for a very exciting showdown as some of the grid are on the hard tyres and some on the mediums. But yeah, let's have a look elsewhere. There is yellow flags or a spin possibly. It is, and it's Minico. What is happening there? That's actually quite rare to see Minico spinning there, and he has spun also another driver to spin in Sector 3. Not around turn number 13 and 14, but in turn number 17 and 18 and 16, I believe. That's where it was. And we have a virtual safety car as some driver, I don't know who it was, binned it. It wasn't the Williams. Who was it? Can't remember now. It was one of the drivers. But I can't remember who. Oh, never mind. It was Stig in the McLaren losing a front wing on the exit of turn 20, having a little bit of a spin, and that's brought out the virtual safety car. Now, this is ideal because the hards will be able to rest a little bit and feather out and go a little bit longer. Also, as virtual safety car goes, it will also help out the mediums, not by much, but a tiny bit more of tyre life. So that's not bad there as we get underway of racing here again. And we see a few drivers like Minico losing out to Goose Slayer, I believe, on the restart. And he has. Obviously, Minico on the hard tyres and Goose Slayer on the mediums. But after Minico having that spin, he would, of course, lost some tyre wear there, which is, in my books and in my opinion, it's not ideal. As Era in the McLaren gets slapped, dunked once again. Well, not once again, but another driver, sorry, to get slammed with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, which is, to be honest, that is not ideal. As we have Potato, who is into the pit lane, currently in P10, going to drop all the way down to P number, I want to say 15, and he's in for a set of the hard tyres. So he's looking to do a one-stop here, which is possible. A little bit early, though, in my opinion. So we're going to see what his tyre life is like and grip-wise out on the track. So that one is going to be quite an interesting one as well. As we also have Stig as well into the pit lane, getting a front wing change and on the soft compounded tyres. So that's quite an interesting strategy. Obviously, those tyres aren't going to last. As we see a tremendous move by Groggy there, down in P16 and 17 right now. And these two having a very, very close battle. Side by side in the tricky right-hander. Nothing I've really seen before, so that was quite tremendous to see that. Turn number 20 now, and Groggy and ERS in the Ferrari are just going at it. So we'll see if the Ferrari can get past into turn number 1. He's going wheel to wheel. He's side by side, turn 1 now. Ferrari going for it here. And he's by as Groggy goes off the track a little bit, which will compromise his exit. And to be honest, not ideal. So, yeah. Groggy looking not for the greatest race so far. Probably maybe one to forget about, but if a safety car comes out, then that'll really help him out. As Bio as well is the third person to box in the race. And he's on a set of hard tyres. Currently P7 now. It's going to drop all the way down to P number 9. So that's not bad there. As Minico down in P number 10. Still on those hard tyres. So he's not really gained an advantage from the pit stops yet. As he had a little bit of a spin. So that would have cost him a lot of time, let's just put it that way. So, yeah, right now, Minico P10. Will he stay P10? That's the big question. Because I don't know if... I don't know, but I know that Stig's boxed, and now Slayer has exited the pit lane. So, yeah, we'll see what goes on there. And, yeah, but so far... Unfortunately, both Mercedes, I say both, but one Mercedes with a 3-second time penalty and the one not. But they're still in their remaining positions, which is P number 3 and P number 4. It's just going to be the question, which car is going to have the better advantage of tyres? That's going to be interesting. We have Ritzy, who's going into the pit lane as VSR Jack has indeed gotten past them again. And now will Jack turn on the battery? That's the main question that I would love to know, because so far Ritzy's P number 2 right now. So he started P2, I believe. And there go both Mercedes up into P, or both into podium positions, but one with a 3-second time penalty, which won't be too hard for Ritzy to catch up to. Era goes across the line now. He is on the... Let's have a look. He is on... 12-lap-old hard tyres. So he's not going to box just yet, as it's a little bit early, in my opinion, for them to box for tyres. But we've got 3 drivers into the pit lane, and that is Darth and so far Merc coming out the pits. And yeah, not bad from them, as we see Minico now in P number 7, but probably on the same compound of tyres. As I have a little bit more of my drink there. Quite nice, you know. The good old Diet Coke. Very nice. HT, just seen your message. Hello, how you doing? Goat Flynn, great comms. I'm loving to hear that you're loving the comms. That's amazing to hear. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome on in. Something surprising, though, is Minico is gaining on Bio, which is quite an interesting one, as Minico has not used any of the batteries. That's quite interesting to watch. So Bio as well, not really using the battery as much, as there's really no point, as we see a position swap after turn number 12, and that is Ferrari now getting past Mozzie, and Mozzie down to P number 10 now. So he's the last points finisher so far. Can he keep the position? That's another big question. As we have Roman. Okay, so the first Mercedes with no time penalty. Is he going to be ahead of Bio? It's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close to turn number 1. But the Mercedes is ahead. So that is not ideal. The Mercedes of Roman, as you can see right there, is ahead of Bio. So that is not ideal for the Red Bull. But obviously the Red Bull's tyres are fired up and hot enough. The Mercedes won't be. So there should be a slam dunk easy move for the Red Bull. So the Red Bull is immediately going for an attack. And he's going to try and turn number 11 maybe. We'll have a look here. No. He's going to stay behind. But will Roman play the ultimate team game here and possibly hold up the Red Bull driver as he's trying to lose him, it seems. He's trying to lose... defend, sorry. From the Red Bull behind, down to turn number 12 now. The Red Bull all over the back of him, going up into turn 12 now. Side by side, no forcing off. Both drivers, clean racing here. We're going to see, but Bio seems to be wanting to get around this Mercedes, trying to be as wide and as bigger and bolder and better as he can, parks the car on the apex there. Absolutely tremendous racing from the Red Bull. But the big question is, those tyres on the Mercedes will be heated up, but has Supply Raptor done enough? Or not, sorry, Roman done enough? And will the Mercedes be ahead? And it looks like Supply Raptor in the Mercedes will be ahead. And Roman is coming back once again to turn number 1. He's looking to make the move, going side by side with Bio, having a little bit of donkey donk contact, and yeah, a little bit of aggressive from both obviously from Roman there, but obviously it's hard racing, as some people would say. But that one might get looked at in the stewards room, as I saw Bio was sideways whilst trying to exit turn 1, so that was quite interesting. But that is Roman up into P number 5, and the Mercedes of Supply Raptor on the medium tyres up into P number 4 now. But let's have a look at Ritzy era so far. I'd say that as both cars get past, and yeah. Potato, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But what I'm interested to know is have they boxed? Era hasn't. Ritzy boxed 2 laps earlier than Jack. Jack on a fresh set of mediums. So, in hindsight, Jack should be able to run away here. But we will find out as the exits turn 20. Ritzy, however, will have DRS still. And he's switched on that battery, so he's not giving up just yet. He's going to try his very hard and very best, if I say so, to stick with the Aston Martin. However, looking elsewhere, Miniko is in the pit lane. Now, he'll probably come out P number 10, I want to say. Yeah, P10 he'll come out, 100%. But it'll be tight. No, actually, no, it won't. Never mind. So, here in from P18, starting last on the grid, having a spin, and recover nicely to a points finisher. So far, P10, not bad from the Red Bull driver there. Now he's on the mediums. He's really got to show some pace and get going. Got to get the foot down, you know. Got to get that foot down, flat on the gas, and go, go, go. But what I've just realised, right, is that after all that squabbling and talking, the gap between Ritzy and the Aston Martin is now 2.2. So right now, Jack is flying away from the Alfa Romeo right now, which is not ideal. As we see a position swap, as there is a little bit of a spin, and that is Darth. No, it isn't. That is a Mercedes of Roman, having such a good start on his first stint. Now finds himself in P number 7, which is not ideal. But the McLaren of Era is now in the pit lane. I believe he'll come out P number... I want to say P number 7. But it's going to be tight if it's close up. And it is tight. But the Mercedes does get back up to P number 6, which is obviously not his starting position. So he's got a lot of work to do now. But will he be under pressure from Era, who's on the medium tyres? We'll find out very, very shortly as we're about to come up to the final laps of this race so far. And things are starting to look spicy. But so far, it's been a dominant second half of the tyre strategies here, as Jack is just pulling and pulling away here, and Ritzy just has nothing to say. It's just a different tyre awareness. Like, Ritzy is on the hards, right? And Jack is on the mediums. So if you look at it, so far, the way it's going, Jack is winning by... quite a far margin, which is not bad from the Aston Martin there. Ritzy, though, not doing too bad. I've had a spin, and that is groggy, I believe, as Stig gets past him up into P number 15 while getting lapped by the front runners. Some more changes going on at the back. It is Merck spinning in turn number 11. And I've just realised that has now released a safety car as Groggy's round. But yeah, that's the safety car on lap 18. There we have it, folks. Now, we're going to see drivers into the pit lane. But what for? A Mercedes going on the medium tyres. Bio as well. What tyres is he going on? As he has a little lag as the Red Bull as well. Pit crew getting out at supersonic speed. He's got wing damage. That's why he was travelling a little bit slowly than usual. Darth on the mediums. Era. I think he's staying out on the mediums as well, but he's staying out, was he? Because they're not that worn out, if you know what I mean. But yeah, everyone is just boxing now, I believe, for a fresh set of mediums. Yeah, everyone is just going in. Miniko up into P number 6. He is on the medium tyres as well. If we have a look at tyre age, we're still waiting for everyone else to sort themselves out and see what tyres they want and stuff like that. Yeah, everyone except Miniko, Era, who didn't really have the book, so we can't cross them off the list. So it's Miniko, Jack, Ritzy, because Ritzy missed the pit entrance. He crossed the line and missed it. Yeah, like I said, everyone going on a fresh set of medium tyres. This will really benefit them. The thing that won't help is Ritzy's on the hard tyres, 5-lap-old hards, and he's now got to defend from Supply Raptor, who's on the medium compound tyres, currently in P3 right now. P3, crazy. Roman as well is going to struggle after the restart, as he's on a 4-lap-old tyre, so he's really going to struggle as well, because the rest of the grid, look at it, just look, are on medium tyres. So we're going to have an awesome end to the battle of what could be like a little mini sprint now. No playing around, no messing around. Lap 20, the safety car should be in. So we get 8 laps of hard, clean, and enjoyable racing. So if you're just tuning in, right, do not go anywhere, because it's going to be a good one and a quite exciting one. So have a look at time penalties. So what's not ideal is Supply Raptor getting a drive-through penalties. That is technically his race done and dusted. So Roman will be promoted up into P number 3 as Bio getting a 3-second time penalties for multiple warnings earlier on in the race. Same with Stig. ERS getting 9 seconds. Jeez, I have no idea what he's done. But 6 seconds for Merc, 6 seconds for Potato. Like I said, penalties left, right, and centre. Positions-wise, or changes, Minico gaining 12, starting P18, up into P number 6. That's not bad for Minico right there. We could see maybe a podium today, which would be awesome in Tier 1. I don't think he's ever had one before. I lie. I could be wrong, but I can't remember. So, so far, the only double team here is going to be Red Bull, P6 and P7, as Supplies Raptors races done and dusted, as he's got a drive-through penalty. So that's not ideal for him, so he's going to lose a bunch of places there. Obviously, Minico gaining 12 so far, which is the most, as we can see there. Some gaining 2 and 3, but some losing like 8. Mr. MV Woo losing 8 places, DNFing from the race as well, so it didn't go his way today, so hopefully he'll come back and come stronger and stuff like that. Merc, Stig, 4 and 5 places lost, and CRS losing 3, which is also not ideal. What's going on, Bio? Bio is fast. You are, Bio. You are fast indeed. You got a pen as well. Well, if you want to get rid of that pen, I'd recommend maybe speaking to the stewards. They might be able to get removed. You've got video evidence, you know, Kappa. Yeah, protest it and give it a go. Anyways then, as I was correct in saying this, which is quite interesting for me, as I am never correct in things, the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, and it's going to be lap 20, 8 laps of hard racing. We're going to go on board P number 2, which some people don't do, but I like to do. So we see if anyone can get a really good restart. So Jack then wiggling up the pack as Ritzy has spun there, and that's not ideal. That is really bad, as Jack is gone and running away now. Supply Raptor, drive-through penalty. Roman looking to get more places. Era as well on the attack of the Mercedes of Roman right now. Era up into P3. Minico in this battle right now. Bio as well maybe looking to get involved. Minico hoping to make no more mistakes, no more spins in the S section now on the back of the Mercedes. And it's looking insane. It's looking to be a thrilling end to this race, as there's blue flags as the McLaren, as Stig needs to move out of the way, even though he's in ghost mode, so he doesn't get in the driver's way. So, excuse my throat, but it's all going crazy right now. Like I said, the excuse me, the Mercedes struggling. Heavy contact between the two. Minico getting a really unsettled exit, and that's Bio through. Almost 3 wide, which is absolutely crazy. It might even be 4 wide in turn. It is. I don't know what's going on. I have no words. Down to number 12 now. 3 wide, 4 wide, whatever you want to call it. Bio's up into P4. Minico's up into P number 6, maybe P5, if he can make his way past the mighty Mercedes. But it is just left, right, and centre right now. Absolutely crazy. I can't tell you how astonishing this is right now, as Minico goes through not even an overtaking opportunity. I remember Sebastian Vettel making a move into turn number 19 there, but Minico making a move there and losing it out to Darth. The Mercedes trying to do all the work here, but he is struggling so much to keep the cars behind. And that's now Minico through and up into P number 5, possibly looking to make a move on Darth later on in the race. The Mercedes though coming back into turn number 1, and Minico is passed. Wow, my voice box is dying, so we're going to see what more drink we have. But it's just, there's too much content to go on. I can't have a moment to have a drink as the Mercedes going back at Minico again in the S section. I have no words. Minico managing to defend as the Mercedes. Sorry, man, excuse me again. Loses out even more positions left, right, and centre. Wow. Apologies for the coughing. It's the fact that I was talking too much on the dry throat, so we're going to try and relax. But I'm sorry, that restart was absolutely crazy. Yes, Slayer now is making up amends into P number 7. Roman losing even more. Ferrari not looking to make a move into turn number 12. But not happening right now, right there. Ritchie, though, will be really frustrated with that restart. P10 right now. Not ideal for him. Looking to make a move on the Williams driver is Ferrari now under pressure from the Alfa Romeo on the hard tyres. But yeah, Ritchie is just going to struggle now. He's under pressure from Merck. He's now out of the points. No, he's not. He's back in the points. I don't know what's going on here, but it's absolutely crazy. So, yeah. Left, right, and centre positions are going. And Ritchie is through up into P9 right now. But Ferrari now is on the attack again. Looking to get behind. Ritchie, I believe, is burning the battery. Trying to make amends and get back up to where he was. Going a little bit too deep. And a little bit too wide. Ferrari following. Merck as well going too deep. Mozzie as well. Looking to get involved. But no, right now, most drivers making up good pace and good time and good pace and good decision making. Minico though, all over the back of Darth slowly. Looking to make a move up into turn number 4 now, and I must say, if Minico can get past Darth, then he's got a points or a podium position here. So we'll see what happens here. As Bio is trying to catch P number 2, and Jack right now is just completely running away. So that is that. Done and dusted. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens there. Nothing much more to say apart from a few more drivers losing out and trying to get back into the points as Mozzie there is on the mediums, fighting with some ghost drivers. Of course, they are lapped cars, so they're not going to be affected by much. Merck trying to put the pressure on the Williams as well. Ritchie all over the back of the McLaren. There's a spin, and that is the McLaren of Stig, and he is out. He has actually crashed on turn number 4 and 3, sorry. And that is another safety car. Lap 23. Should be like around about lap 25, so we get like 26 and 4 laps of like racing. So yeah. So far, people maybe getting another shot here is Darth is going to be up in the back of the rear wing of Bio once his safety car ends. Same with his teammate, which is Minico, also in the Red Bull. So right now, podiums for Darth and Minico. So, yeah. Not looking too bad for Minico right now. He must be filling of joy, to be honest, because P18 and the podium position would be absolutely insane. But wait to see what happens. just waiting to see what happens with any boxes at all. Jack is not. Ear is not. Red Bull is not. Darth isn't. Miniko is. Miniko's into the pit lane. Interesting strat from the Red Bull there, I must say. He's on the soft compound tyres. Same with Ritzy. He's going to be on the softs as well. So we might see some drivers flying here on the last couple of laps here at the United States, which would be quite exciting to see. Side-by-side action with Ritzy and Roman right now, and interesting, never seen that before. Side-by-side action at the pit lane, Kappa, lol, thanks EA. So, currently, your drivers that have boxed are P8 down to P number 14. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end of the race when the safety car comes in. As we have, I'd say squabbling, but trying to catch, but squabbling at the same time, if that makes sense. Insane, though. Well, there's not much else to talk about, really, apart from penalties, wrong button pressing, GG's there. But we might see Miniko flying through the grid here. So it'll be lap 26 and the safety car should come in. Or 25, sorry. 26, what am I about? No, we're lap 26. Because we're about to do lap 25. Yeah. I was right, never mind. I'm getting myself muddled up now. So far, VSR Jack, who has been leading for the few couple of laps, is we had a little spicy battle between Ritzy and Jack, but Ritzy making the box, and then Jack making a move and getting ahead, and the safety car happening, and Jack still staying ahead. It's all going on, you know. It's all going on. It's all crazy, you know. What else we got? Era in P number 2, Bio in P number 3, but Era and Bio with a 3-second time penalty. So far, Darth and the Alpha Tauri or CRS is currently in the podium positions for P2 and P3. Gooslayer P6 on the medium tyres. Ferrari not on mediums. Miniko on the softs. Roman on the softs. Ritzy on the softs. Merc on the softs. Supply on the softs. Mozzie, Potato. ARS on the softs. And Groggy on the softs as well. But slowly the safety car will be in. Just sit tight. It's going to be a good one, guys. I can tell you that. It's going to be a real tasty end to the race today. So we will see how that one gets on. Just hold tight, as the safety car should be in this lap, and it is. So we're going to get 2 laps of racing. So this is going to be poggers. I hope you're ready for this. I'm going to go on board with Bio now. I'm going to go on board with him to see how his reaction is and how his start gets on. And then we're going to keep an eye on Miniko, as he's the lead soft runner, to see how many positions he could gain. So the Aston Martin now just going to warm up the tyres and back the pack up completely. And we'll see how he gets on here. So he's going to wiggle. Keep wiggling until the end of this turn, which is turn 20. And then he's going to go around the corner at some point, and we'll see when he reacts. Alrighty then. We're getting ever so close. Era's getting so close, so eager to go, go, go. And the Aston Martin has reacted. So has Byron. It's not a good one. And looking on board with Minico, his reaction isn't great. So, are the softs slowly dying off the wrong time? Minico's making a lunge up into turn 1. Past the Ferrari nut of the Williams. Minico now P7. I was not expecting that. There's massive contact. Minico round. And Supply wrapped around. I don't know what happened there, but it was massive, massive contact. One of the cars went into the back of each other. There's another spin. That's Mozzie as well. P12 now. He spun. 3-second time penalty from Minico for multiple warnings. But it's not much Minico can do, as he got hit from the back, I believe. And there was front wing damage for one of the drivers. That is not ideal. That is very, very unfortunate for him there. Ritzy, though, getting the benefit of the restart up into P number 6. He could possibly look to get into the podium positions here if he can do it. But Bio is under pressure from the man at Darth in the Alpine right now. And yeah, that is Darth now passed. And Bio might be looking to fight this one. We don't know just yet. We're going to keep on board with the AlphaTauri of CRS as Ritzy takes it up the inside. And that's him in up into P number 5 now. So that is him done and dusted. Up next is Bio. So see how quickly and safely Ritzy can get past Bio and see if he could possibly get up into P2. You never know. It could happen. Right, Ritzy on the back, all over the back of the Red Bull driver. Battery switched on. Bio's battery switched on. No one's really gaining any time or tow or slipstream. So number 1 though. Bio is deep. Bio goes deep. And Ritzy's now with him side by side. Having a little bit of a lag in the game is GG's to that. And Bio managed to keep the defence and managed to keep it on off track, it seems. Losing out there. ERS getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He might get a good exit here, Ritzy might, and he does. Because Bio has cut the track a little. And that invites Ritzy to attack into turn number 11 in sector 2. And we'll see how he gets on. Side by side. Ritzy getting a perfect exit. A little bit of the rumble curb there, but he should get a decent exit there, maybe. No, he doesn't. He's still stuck behind the Red Bull. So the Red Bull really, really, really is fighting this one. Down to turn number 12 now. A little bit of contact, I believe, between the both. As the Red Bull goes straight on, it seems. Front wing damage there. So I think there was contact between wheel banging or something, but I don't really know 100% what happened there. Maybe a tap off the track and he went straight on, but that is the Red Bull. No wing damage, sorry, for the Red Bull I don't see. I believe it's for the Mercedes. So something's happened there. That's Byron's P8, so that's not the restart he would have wanted after being so quick in qualifying. Now Ritzy's all on the back of Darth. This is a perfect restart, I will say, for Ritzy here. So, lap 28, last lap of the race, and VSR Jack is seemingly looking like your favourite right now to have it all under control. Not bad from him there. Era now, currently P2 with a 3-second time penalty. Darth will be under pressure from Ritzy behind, and Ritzy, once he gets past, if he gets past, has then got to push so hard to get P2 if Ritzy wants it, which I think is crucial for the points for this race. Looking down at the rest of the grid, gaps opening up left, right and centre. Bio trying to get past the Mercedes, which has a right winglet missing. And Bio looking to set up a move, maybe, into turn number 11. He does, you know, and the Aston Martin is looking to make a double move on the soft tyres there, which is Potato going way too wide there. And that has invited Bio to lose out to Potato there, actually. Quite an interesting one. More carnage left, right and centre. Bio fighting his teammates. Contact. Heavy contact. That was Roman off the track. A Red Bull round of Bio. That is not ideal. But we set eyes on VSR Jack right now, who's coming around turn number 19 right now. Turn number 20 as he approaches the final corner, or turn, however you want to say it, crosses the line to win round number 7 at the USA GP. And Era comes in P number 2. Ritzy in P number 4. So Ritzy must have got a time penalty or something. So Darth re-promoted to P number 3. Goose Slayer, P number 5. Alphatarius CRS, P number 6. Supply Raptor, P number 7, after going backwards across the finish line. Lovely moment there. Wow, what a spicy little race that was at the end. Minico's saying, gotta love this game, traction. I short shifted into 6th and still spun out. Yikes, Minico. The Mercs are buffoons. Oh, not idea, bio. Yeah, saw some of the interesting maneuvers there as we get a wonderful shot of the crowd. Wonder if my game's broken. Great game. DG's. Wanna end this thing, you know? They took me out 3 times, both of them. That's not good. I think my game's crashed. GG's. All we are doing is looking at this wonderful crowd cheering its way into nothingness. The race has just ended, so I don't know what's going on. Hello? Wanna end the race game, you know? How's it? It's physically crashed, guys. This is going great. It's having a moment. It's EA having a sip of cup of tea, you know. Anyone like a interview? If you like an interview, unfortunately I'm not on Xbox, I'm on PC, so if you want to have an interview, feel free to head to the general VC, and I'll be with you guys shortly. I just got to reset my game, it seems, and that should hopefully fix itself. Indeed, Minico, an F1 game moment. If you like an interview, join the general VC. I'll be right back. I'll be on the Be Right Back screen. I won't be too long. I'm going to get Pretzel up and running so I can give you guys some background music, but my game has physically crashed, so I can't even open Pretzel. So I'm going to have to hard restart, and I'll be right back, guys. So I won't be long. See you in a couple of moments. Well, hello, guys. So, slight issue. My computer has frozen, and the game has completely killed it, so unfortunately, not going to be able to get back on the game. As I click on it, it says Microsoft Windows. The application is not responding. The program may respond again if you would wait. Do you want to end this process? I click end process, and guess what? The game doesn't close. So we're just gonna chill on the calendar, have a chat with the drivers, and we're going to see how everyone got on. If you guys would like an interview, then please do join the General VC, and we will get started. Just need to add Discord saying that, so let me just do that. We've got to love Windows sometimes. It can be quite interesting. Let me just do that. So, let's have a look. Yep. We've got Era in the voice chat, so let's have a chat with Era. Let's see how they got on today. Era, hello.
Hello there.
How are you today?
Yeah, fine. Had to make a little bit of comeback race after a very poor start.
That's right. I'm going to be honest. I would say it was an awesome race. Did you expect to get a podium today out of the race at the USA?
Oh, I didn't practice for the race. Zero practice. So no, I was not expecting to get a podium. I know I could have a pretty decent pace, but qualifying totally not. I think I could not improve on qualifying, so I'll take that. I started on P5.
Okay.
Guys were insane by the start, and I went down a couple of positions. So
I mean, yeah, I can see from your point of view, but I would say it's not a bad race for you. You know, having no practice, but getting in the points is awesome. I will say, you know. So, yeah, not bad. Did you enjoy yourself today, though? Did you destroy yourself? God, I bet you did. Surely.
yeah, well, it was a very interesting race. I have to say, I had fun today, for sure.
That's good to hear. What are your thoughts on the next one, which would be Singapore, Marina Bay? I know that some drivers, when they look at that, they'll probably start crying into their pillow or cushion, whatever you want to call it. But what's your thoughts on the next one? Is that a strong track for you, or is that not a strong track for you? Like, what would you say?
Yeah, it's my favorite track,
That's
to be
good to hear.
honest. But I have problems with no ABS, so
Yeah.
we have to see
Have to
because
see.
I race with ABS, and without the ABS, it's on some tracks it may hurt my pace and my speed,
Yeah.
but we will see. I don't know. I think
Well,
I'm in good shape for next race.
well, that'll be very exciting to watch, I must say. And yeah, like I said, I'm quite excited to see how that gets on as it's Singapore. So there could be a hint of rain. I could have just jinxed everything and cursed it. But if there's rain, that adds even more excitement. And yeah, but is there anything else you'd like to add before we move over to Darth? Or is that everything for you today, Era?
I think the rain is it's good to who is watching the race, because who is racing it's not fun. I don't like it. On Singapore for sure no rain, because it's very easy to hit the wall
Yeah,
on the
I can
rain.
understand that.
I hope that for a dry race it can rain in every other race, but not Singapore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, thank you for coming for an interview today. It's been awesome talking to you. Well, we move
Thank you.
over to Darth now. Darth, hello.
Uh,
How are you doing?
I am good.
You're good? Did you expect
Yeah,
to how do I say it? Did you expect to get a podium today?
I did not. I expected myself to get at least points, but I did not expect myself to get a damn podium, you know what I mean? So I was like,
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
I tried to, I was defending like I am all against Ritzy, but luckily he got a 3-second time penalty, so I just didn't, so at that point I just didn't need to fight for it, so just chilling like a couple of corners and take home a P3, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. That was pretty some tremendous racing for you there. I was gonna say it was like you were being like Sergio Perez, like the Minister of Defense. You know, like I'm not gonna let him through. He got through, but like I said, he got a 3-second time penalty, which re-promoted you back up to P3, which is amazing. There, you're absolutely buzzing. I'm guessing. with that podium. Any ups or downs for the race today, would you say at all?
No, not exactly. Other than I spawned in a safety car because the lappers slowed down for no reason at all, and that was a reaction of me and a spawn. So, I lost position. But really, that really didn't matter much as I made it up. So, other than that, no really ups and downs. The car was beautiful to drive, especially on the hards. So, the best car I've driven in, and hopefully I get more podiums. Know what I'm saying? Like, I think next week Singapore is it?
Yes, it is indeed. How are you? How are you about that track? And are you strong at it? Are you not? What would you say?
I mean, s- see, the thing is with Singapore is that it's like hard to predict uh where you're gonna be. So it's mainly a wild card since it's a street circuit.
Hmm.
Not a lot to enjoy it in this league. So
I mean, to be honest, I think you'll do well if you just keep calm and collected and just chill. But no, like I said, that was some awesome racing from you today. You know, like I said, commented being like Sergio Perez, Minister of Defense, defending against Ritzy, and then him getting past you, but then getting also a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, is there anything else you would like to add at all, or are you done and dusted? Because of course, like I said, you must be buzzing and probably like drained
yeah,
completely from that
yeah, man,
race.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm done.
What is it? Just like what? Sit back and relax now, probably feet up and just relax for the whole evening, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, thank
That's
you
the
very
plan.
much for coming down today. If there's nothing else I'd like to add, then feel free to leave.
Yep. Thank you.
No worries. Have a good one. Well, there we have it, guys. That is everything done and dusted for the interview phases today. Unfortunately, my game crashed and caused a few issues. But shout out to EA for not fixing those bugs. We love you so much. GG's to that one. But of course, we move over to round number 8 of Singapore, known as Marina Bay, on March the 3rd or around that time. And yeah, so we're back for the next one. Me, Flint, I'm signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. And stay safe. And I'll see you in... How would I say it? I'll see you in 30 to 31 minutes for Tier 2, joining with Haz. So like I said, guys, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye!